Hello and welcome back to my channel, dear beautiful soul. My name is Angelica. May this find you if this is for you. So this is my intention. If you found this video, something in this video is for you, right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And just remember that my videos, these readings are more than readings. They're actually transmissions of energy. We're always moving energy around here. So with the reading, it's always my intention to move the energy where it needs to go for the highest and best good of whoever is watching this. And always remember to use your discernment. Yeah? Okay. So may this find you the right time, the right place. No matter when you're watching this, it's a timeless reading. So just keep that in mind. So I am actually connecting to someone that may feel a little lost right now. So I have painful memories coming up. If you notice, this is, what is a 14? So it's 14, so that reduces down to 5, right? It feels like this going back to go forward. We are in this time of, there is a lot of things coming up from the past. Memories, right? This is specifically referring to memories. So whatever is in the past, connected to the past, this could even be past lives. Okay. They're surfacing. Things are coming to light from the past, whether this is a person, a place, a thing. Again, it can be from past lives, because this is the time here and now that we're reconciling a lot of this. We're wrapping it up, we're closing it out so that we can realize, recognize the truth, the wisdom that's there that we need to take with us, so that we can let the rest, the pain, the hurt fall away, and we can take that nugget of wisdom with us as we move forward. And this is exactly what this reading is saying. So there might be a lot of painful memories coming up right now, stuff from the past, hurt, heartbreak, grievances, grief. Okay, take it how it resonates. But there's something coming back from the past that needs to be recapitulated, is the word I hear. Needs to be you would think this was like, it carries with it a very Mercury retrograde energy of recapitulating, reviewing certain past mistakes, wrongs, and then I hear grievances coming up again. But this is all coming up for your highest good. That's always my intention with it. So if you're in this space right now, one of the things you can do is intend that this is going to work out for my highest and best case scenario. Maybe I don't know how. Maybe right now we're in the truth part of it, where maybe right now things are coming up and it doesn't feel so good. But I know, I trust, I intend that this is going to be for my highest good. It's going to slingshot me forward. It's going to elevate me. It's going to help me integrate more of my own wisdom, more of my own power, more of my own divinity. Okay? So there might be some things coming up right now at this time that need to be processed. Okay? This is why this is coming up, because there is something there, my dear, that you need to process that hasn't been processed. I'm actually hearing there's something in the body that needs to come up and be released, because our bodies store all of the things, right? Cellular memory, right? We even store things from past lifetimes that we don't even realize. If you know, you know. Yeah? But these things are coming up right now so that you can process them and actually feel them, because there's a reason why they're stuck in your body. And I would even say, there's a lot of yellow and orange in this card. So what comes to me is a lot of root, a lot of sacral, a lot of solar. And I know I didn't say red in there, but I was looking at one of all of the other cards. It's very root, sacral, and solar heavy. So we're clearing out a lot of the density and the unprocessed emotions that are in the lower three centers of the body. Okay? These things need to be processed. So sit with it, be with it, cry, ache, hurt. Don't get stuck in it. Don't let it swallow you. Don't let it spiral you out of control. Okay? But these things, whatever this is, it needs to be felt. It needs to be felt very deeply. Because again, it takes me back to this thing of like, we need to go back to go forward. One second, let me grab my mic. I always forget to take my mic, to put my mic on. So crazy. Can you hear me now? Probably a lot better. So it's kind of this concept of going back, taking a couple steps back in order to slingshot and move exponentially forward. So this is really good news. Whenever something comes up, and it might be painful, it might be not what you maybe thought or wanted at the time, it's always a moment to maybe pause and get curious or even excited if that's something that you can hold, because that means that there's something is about to be revealed to you, and it's just in the process of unlocking. Unlocking is the word that I'm hearing right now. So there's something that's being unlocked within you that's very deep, it's very magical, and you're going to need it going forward. Okay? So trust in the process, my dear. I know it sucks to feel this way and to get to be in that energy, but again, just trusting the process and trusting that it's all moving, it's all energy moving. So you just have to stay with it and be with it and learn how to be with yourself and all of that. Okay. So why we're in this space, why you're in this space right now? This is going back to go forward, right? Because there is something that needs to be said. You need to find your voice. There is something here, within here, that needs to be spoken, that needs to be said, spoken, like verbally, like vocalized. It needs to be verbally, it needs to have sound to it. Because there's something in the resonance. Oh, excuse me, we're moving energy. There's something in the resonance and speaking that out that is going to free and liberate. There's something here coming through here about, when you have like a deep dark secret or something along these lines, and they say speak it out loud, unburden yourself, let others help you carry it. It takes its power away. There's more to be said about that, but I'm not going to go into that. What I'm hearing to say is unburden yourself. These things need to be said, even if only to yourself. It's time to speak the words. It's time to be honest. It's time to be transparent so that you can set yourself free, especially from what's wanting to come up and purge at this time. Unspoken words. There is something you have left unsaid, a truth that lingers in the air, heavy and unresolved. These words must find their voice, for they carry the power to liberate you and others. I literally just said that. You have to find your voice to speak whatever is coming up here. Okay? These words need to be said because there is power in speaking the truth. Truth literally realigns reality. This is what Yeshua did. He spoke truth into reality, and reality reassembled itself to create it itself in the words, within like the words he was speaking, because he understood reality, he understood how it worked, he understood truth, he understood very deep very deep learnings, teachings, hidden knowledge about this reality. And some of you might just resonate with Yeshua. Yeshua's coming through right now. But here's the thing. The truth will set you free, is what I'm hearing. The truth will set you free. You see how she is not actually facing towards the door, the threshold? She's to the side. So this is actually saying to me that there's something here that is almost disorienting you or keeping you from stepping through that door, that threshold. It's keeping you misaligned from actually being able to face and step through that next threshold, that next beginning, that next phase, whatever that is for you. Here's the thing. And this is funny because this is 25 on the card. That's 7, right? 7, heaven, God, right? This is all divinely aligned, divinely orchestrated. Even though it might not feel like it, you got to trust it. What do I say here? Looks don't always mean shit. Looks don't mean shit. It's the energy underneath, okay? You got to learn to attune yourself and discern the energy underneath and trust what's underneath, because what's on the surface or what's manifested from it is not always an accurate depiction of because you could be distorting the things in your mind, right? So it's not always an accurate depiction of the truth, is what I'm hearing. With all of this, the memories coming up, needing to find their voice, there is a reason for this. Because in speaking up, finding the words, even if your voice is shaking and trembling, even if you're afraid, even if it's awkward, even if you don't know where everything's going to land or everything's going to turn out, that's not the point. The point is to get it out, right? As you're doing all of these things, speaking it, it's important that you do that because it's taking you, and I'm going to show you something here in a minute. It's taking you forward to your vision so that you can actually realign. I want you to look at these two cards. You see how she's misaligned? She's not, something is keeping her from stepping through that doorway. Even though she's like right in front of it, she's not facing it, right? But it still feels like, even if she was facing it, it feels like there'd be a glass or something there that's keeping her from it. 14:41 on the clock as I said that. As you find your words, my friend, as you find your words, it opens, it realigns you to be able to step through that threshold. And that's a you in the threshold, having passed the threshold. Your vision Hold tightly to the vision you have for the future. It's a glimpse of what your soul is calling you to create. Trust in its importance, nurture it with belief, and take inspired steps to bring it to life. Here's the thing. And again, there's all of that. We even get a little bit of throat chakra in here too. But it's heavy on those first 3 chakras. All of these cards are. There is your voice. This is part of you finding your voice, finding your truth, finding your true north. And a lot of times we have to see what doesn't work in order to see what works. We got to experience pain to know joy, to know alignment. Now, I don't believe that this is always going to be the case, but right now, we in it, and it's very polarized. So use the polarization, use the paradox in order to find your truth. All right, okay, I see what I don't want. I see what I don't want. This is really exciting because I know what I don't want. What do I want? Let it make you clear. Let it illuminate those places within you that haven't seen light in a very long time, that haven't seen truth, that haven't known truth in a very long time. Okay? And this is the master number, my dear. This is 33. That's a master number. So this is also about mastery. Okay? Self-mastery. Because we're talking about the first 3 chakras. So it's a very self-mastery, mastering those first 3 chakras. This is also about you finding your voice. Because if you see these cards, they're very first 3 chakra dominant, but we also have blue. We also have blue. We have like a little bit of blue. And we have some blue over here. So the blue is wanting to come out. Your voice. There's something about your voice, like the physical structure of it, the vocal cords, the larynx, the tongue, the back of the throat, the neck, like the whole anatomy right now, I can feel is being activated by truth. So here's the thing. Because you may have had some kind of truth bring up, memories and activate or catalyze or trigger the memories coming up, right? Whatever it is, whatever the case it is, this is about you finding your voice. This is about you, especially if you feel lost. You're like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who am I? Where am I going right now? This is about you finding your voice so that in the embodiment of that truth, in the embodiment of that truth, and the realignment, the reattunement to that truth, it takes you exactly, it collapses all of anything that's false and kind of fast tracks you into that next chapter, that next beginning, the next beginning. This is about you starting over again, finding your voice, and starting this beginning with you in alignment, with you being newly attuned to your truth, to that vision. This is about you starting again. So here's the thing. Here's something else that's happening right now. I also pulled from the the archetypes deck, and I got forest. See, like we're really, look, first of all, this looks like aurora right now, like the auroras that are going on, like it's all over the place, but like heavy on the first, second, and third chakras, right? Really heavy. And down here we have some deep green. So this is also telling me this is very deeply heart healing. This is something that's going to open up the other half of this, whatever this is for you in the heart space. There's something that's going to open, that's being opened, that's being unlocked. The forest, and I was reading this, so there's a couple things that come through. Is like you can't see the forest for the trees, right? When you're in the forest, you can't see it for what it is. When you're in the thick of it, you can't always see it for what it is unless you take a step way the heck out, right? You zoom way out and say, oh, I'm in the forest. Ah, okay. And I was reading about this card. They said like the forest has a lot of different things about it, right? It's a little exciting. There's a little bit of fear because you don't know what the hell's in there. A little bit of enchantment, a little of magic, right? And sometimes we might get lost in it. Like that, it also contains this. And with that, the message is coming through is like you have to get lost to find yourself. 22 on the clock when I was saying that. 22:02 on the clock as I was saying that. Sometimes you gotta get lost in order to find yourself. And to me, at least how it's coming through right now, that has to do with identity. Sometimes you need to like disidentify with certain things or have a complete identity crisis, right? Which happens when we're about 40. That's a cycle completing that's wanting to complete so you can actually step into a new identity. So there's something here about the old identity needs to leave and needs to fall away completely. And so the forest comes in as the archetype of like, yeah, you lost, but you need to be lost. You need to be lost so that you can kind of get turned around and not even remember that you had this old identity following you around this whole place. So that when you finally do find your way out of the forest, right here to this point, I don't know what this point represents. Whatever this point represents to you, this is what you're here to find. Because this, whatever this is, it's going to unlock the other half when you find it. I don't know what that means, but this is how it's coming through. So this is what I say. So when you find your way out of the forest and you find your little treasure, like, right, your diamond, your treasure, your wisdom, and you get out of that forest, that archetype of the forest, you're going to have a clearer, more concise, more precise, more focused vision and knowing of who the fuck you are. So trust your feelings. Trust what's coming up. Okay? Trust what's coming up. It's okay. I know it's part of the experience. It's part of the experience of being human. Sometimes we get like all of these different what do you call them? Combinations of emotions plus circumstances, right? Sometimes you could be feeling really funny and it's really funny. It's really great environment. Sometimes you could be funny and playful and be feeling that, but you're in a serious environment. And sometimes you can be feeling funny and playful, but nobody wants nothing to fucking do with you because you're pissing them off. And they're not in that frequency, right? Sometimes some really some info might come in that knocks you completely sideways. And you're just like, wow, I have never experienced this ever. And I have no idea how to process any of this. But if you're watching this, my friend, I'm fairly sure that you have tools. So at this point, you got to remember your tools. Be present, right? Be present with the feeling. Can you connect it to a place in your body? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What color is it? Does it have a smell? Does it have a texture? Can you feel it? Does it have a temperature? All of these things. When was the first time you felt it? When was the last time you felt it? Can you reach down into the very depths of you and allow this to be extracted? Can you allow yourself to sit with it long enough until it releases? And it's like that sigh of relief of like, oh, wow, that was really intense. But I did it. I got through it. So I'm here to tell you that you might be feeling a little lost right now. And if you are, that's okay. The breakthrough is coming. It says so right here. You're in the forest, but the forest is only to help you find yourself. I remember like when I would do a couple years back probably now at this time, like when I was doing readings, I would have a lot of people come to me that were just like, I'm lost. I feel lost. That's a good thing. If you feel lost, celebrate it. Get a little excited. Allow yourself to get a little excited. Even if you can't, I totally understand because I've been there. If you can't, that's okay. Don't be excited. But you can trust that the breakthrough is coming. The breakdown always comes right before the breakthrough. And there's the breakdown. Here's the breakthrough. Okay? And actually I would even argue that that's the breakthrough, is finding your voice, because this is really about you finding your voice. This is for the one who feels lost, but may not realize you're actually on a journey, a quest to find your voice. That's really exciting. Because once you find your voice, oh my God, that's like a missing piece. It's like the missing piece. Look, do you see how much blue is in that card? Around the sacral. See how much blue, and say like how the throat and the sacral is just kind of harmonizing in the beginning, this new beginning that's coming in. Get a little excited, right? You have tools. Sit with it. Don't allow it to, take you under. You got to know your boundaries. You got to know when to come out. A little healthy distracting of the self, and be like, because I like to distract myself to process things. And I'll like, one of the ways I process is I smoke weed. So sometimes and this has been a years long process of figuring out how I process things. How can I kind of like, let me watch some TV to kind of help me process some things and like distract myself from this thing that like I'm spiraling. I don't want to spiral right now. Okay, I'm gonna watch a little something. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go play with the cats. I'm gonna go do whatever it is. Utilize your tools at this time. Remember who the fuck you are. But this is about you finding a deeper sense of self a deeper sense of trust within yourself, for yourself. I'm getting a lot of trust. It's building because I can feel the cultivation of trust through this whole process. You're going to be unstoppable. I know it doesn't feel the greatest now or whenever you're watching this. But my friend, big breakthrough, mark my words, okay? We're going to do a little bit of energy clearing. I'm going to bring a couple of different things in. We're going to do light language, but I'm also feeling to pull in some Reiki here. So I'm going to work with Reiki on a quantum level. And if you'd like to receive, feel free. But remember, it's always your choice. So to set the intention to receive. You are being held at this time. I'm getting divine healers, divine masters, ascendant masters from all across the galaxy. There are a lot of beings that do want to help humanity in their ascension and in their remembrance. Your soul family is stepping in. Some of your galactic family is stepping in. There are so many beings here for you right now that are in your corner. Right? They're helping you. They're supporting you. They're whispering, hey, come this way. Hey, remember you like this thing. Go this way. They whisper. They help you. All you have to do is open and be receptive. So at this time, it might be helpful to spend some time in meditation, in silence, or in silent contemplation, so that these deeper things can bubble up to the surface. If we keep the mind too busy, I'm hearing like for everybody, sometimes if you keep the mind too busy, things can't bubble up to the surface because we're constantly distracting and doing, right? Sit down. Let the things start bubbling up. Let your mind start monkey mind and bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. And let the things, let yourself see the deeper things that bubble up. Okay? But at this time, utilize your tools. My dear, you got them. You got this. The breakthrough is coming. I'm feeling to leave this here. You're going to be perfect. You're going to be better. You're going to be better because of this. And it's not about being better than anybody. It's simply about being the better version of you, the more aligned version of you, the version of you that is bold, that is unapologetic, that is transparent, that is fucking aligned with their soul mission, with their soul purpose, with just their soul. Yeah? Okay? I'm going to leave this here. Feel free to let me know in the comments if this resonated and how you got on with this message or how you got on with the information that came through. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.